Hi, Jeremiah Cook here, and welcome to day 22 of building my internet business. Um, Today, I got a little um, how do I say it, sidetracked this morning and behind schedule, and then I went down to San Diego and took care of some work, and then I didn't think that I was going to get much done today. I came here though, and even though I was tired, I went ahead and I read chapter 2 of Think and Grow Rich, and I took my notes right here. And then I got worked up because of circumstance into like a work frenzy, basically, and I knocked out 50 products on my product selection sheet. I went through about 60 pages of Amazon results, and feeling good about that. I'm ready to do another 50 if I have to, because that's going to happen. I'm going to have that product selected uh, hopefully within a week. So anyway, so I did this and I did that, and so I guess I'll go through the lessons that I learned in chapter 2 of Think and Grow Rich. For those of you who did not watch yesterday, episode 21, what I did was I began to read this book, Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich, and I am utilizing the success philosophy that this book contains for my internet business that I'm building. It's been a very sound strategy for many millionaires over the years, and in fact, it was written with the help of hundreds of millionaires and studied, thousands of millionaires in the compilation of these methods, strategies, and really belief system. And it's a very empowering book. So today is day number 22 of building my web business, but this is actually just day 2 of me thinking and growing rich, is what I'm calling this portion of the series. So today, chapter 2 was on the subject of faith. And I'll just go through because I just kind of write the thoughts that come to me that I think are substantial and that I think that I'd like to elaborate on a little bit more. So let's see, where's my little, here it is. Okay, so chapter 2 on faith. Okay, so the first thing he talks about is how do you create faith, because faith is essential in turning your thoughts into reality. So you have to believe, not only just think about things, but you have to actually believe, that you will have those things. So how do you do that? So Napoleon Hill says through the use of affirmations, which I have several affirmations videos, by the way. If you go to YouTube, just search Jeremiah Cook affirmations or power affirmations. There are a lot of affirmations that other people come out as well. I just think that mine are the best. I just do. But anyway, so through affirmations, create repetition of thought and can foster faith. So another way, or how do affirmations really work? They create, you use them repetitiously, and you build that through repetition of thought. You build, actually, he didn't know this back then, but you use neuroplasticity to create channels of thought in your mind. So if you get used to affirming something, and as you affirm it, you put belief and emotion behind it, you feel great because of it, then you are going to create neural channels or pathways to where you create just a what do they call it? Cosmic habit force. You create like a habit of thought, essentially, that automatically, like, it's like a tool that you just have to draw from at any moment. It's a belief that you create within yourself. Why is that important? Because what you believe is it's really your bridge to God. So once you believe something, you are able to draw the help of divinity to help you attain it. And that's why it's so important to believe. So, affirmations create repetition of thought and can foster faith. Okay, so then he started talking about the strongest emotions that you can use to help foster faith. So, or faith, I guess, is emotion. He said, faith, love, and sex are the three most powerful emotions. So, the way that he described these, and he didn't go into sex so much, and in fact, that's still a question that I am lingering, because I want to know how to turn a powerful sex drive into a powerful success drive. So I will continue reading that, and I'll come back to you with that. I know that he talks about it more throughout the book, and he only briefly touched on it in this chapter. But he did mention that love is very close to being able to connect with God. But it contributes with faith. And he said that if you can blend faith, love, and sex, then you can achieve things much faster and much easier. So I don't have a lot that I can really elaborate on that topic, because I'm not an expert in this. So I'm actually hoping to have some aha moments as I read through the book on this particular topic matter here. But I put right here, mix them for increased performance. So if you mix faith, love, and sex, according to Napoleon Hill. Now, I don't have, like I said, I'm not an expert on these three emotions. So I can't put my stamp of approval on him. All I know is he seems to know what he's talking about. So I guess we'll see. And I will get back at you with once I figure out what he's really talking about there. So I'm just gonna go ahead and erase that. Alright. Okay, so this was really interesting. So well, I guess I'll start down here because this was first. So these were the, what was this, five, or these were the six, what was it? Oh, okay, so there were 6 steps to creating unstoppable self-confidence, because confidence is belief in oneself. So if you feel confident, you're gonna just perform at a higher level. This chapter was basically about performance and self belief, mainly. I mean, it did talk about a little bit of like law of attraction stuff, but a lot of it was about self-improvement in regard to confidence. And the action step that it asked you to do in this chapter, yesterday, the action steps were to create a clear, concise statement for achieving your goal, which I did last night, by the way, and then I read it this morning, and I'll read it tonight. That was the rule. You read it every morning when you wake up, and you read it every night before you go to bed. All right? And so, in adopting this into my business strategy, I'm just adopting this book into my life. I'm marrying this book, essentially, into my day-to-day activities. So I'm doing that, and then so to the action step for today that this book recommends or prescribes are these 6 steps for building incredible self-confidence. Now, when I started reading this, I thought, well, I already have pretty good self-confidence. But according to Napoleon Hill, your quality of life is in direct proportion to the confidence that you exude. So, although I feel like I have great self-confidence, I do not have the self-confidence of someone who's making $2 million per year, which is my goal. And if I did have that kind of confidence, again, according to Napoleon Hill, I would be making $2 million per year. So going through these steps are going to get me to the point where I need to be. And I'm not going to pretend like I know everything, and like kind of the my pride wants to step in and say, well, I have so much confidence. But I'm going to humble myself, and I'm going to honor the lessons that this book is teaching, and at least try them out, and I'll see how they work, and I'll keep what works, and I'll adjust things because we're all different and things work different for each of us. So anyway, I'm going to try these, and we'll see how it goes. I have to memorize them all. That's one of the steps, so that'll be interesting. But anyway, so number 1, you have to know you can achieve what you want to achieve. I like to put things in the present tense, like it's already done. Like when I wrote that concise statement yesterday, I said I didn't put I will have $2 million, by this date. I said I have a $2 million a year income on January 1st, 2020. And I do this by, and then I listed off all the things that I do and my whole statement. And so I did that on here. I didn't, I don't know if I did that this whole way or not, but I guess we'll see. So I started number 1. I said, I know I can achieve it. Number 2, I spend 30 minutes per day visualizing the kind of person I want to become. That's powerful, and that's good. That's actually something that I've been doing now for weeks. I spend 10 minutes daily demanding increased self-confidence of myself. I haven't done that. I'm going to try it. It can only help. Number 4, I have written down a description of my definite chief aim in life, and I will never stop trying until I have sufficient self-confidence for its attainment. That's what I was talking about. I will not stop trying to achieve my goal until I have sufficient self-confidence, and I would also dare say competence, to attain it. Competence comes from lessons and learning. So 5, I finally realized that no achievement can long endure without it being built upon truth and justice. I induce others to serve me because of my willingness to serve other people. So I thought that was really interesting, and I think that it's great. I think that it's really great. In fact, I mentioned it yesterday in the video, how it's important to remain ethical. as you are creating a business or as you are doing anything in life, because any short-term gains that you get through treachery are not going to be long-lived. It's against the law. It's against the law of not just man, but it's against the law of God, and it's going to come and get you. It's best to just do what's right and just. Do things the right way. Create an amazing life. Create an amazing product, brand, whatever it is that you want to create, charity, whatever it is, and do it the right way. And you'll have a long-lasting, enduring company at that point that will last you the rest of your life. And that's what you want to create. So it's important to do that by acting righteously. And people can feel how you feel about them. So if you're willing to serve other people are going to be more willing to serve you. And I love all others. I love all of humanity. Others believe in me because I believe in them and myself. So again, it goes with what others can like feel the vibrations coming off of you, and they are willing to believe in you if you're believing in them. They let their guard down. They know that you're not scheming them. You believe in them. You see all their potential. Maybe you see potential that they don't even have. I find potential in people all the time, and I'm always telling them how wonderful they really are. And it's amazing to me because I realize when I say it sometimes that these people don't hear it very often. And it's a shame. It's a shame because everyone has so much potential to create so much good and beauty in the world. So, believing in others will make them believe in you. And then finally, number 6, I will sign my name to this formula and commit it to memory, saying it aloud each day with full faith that it will what did I put there? Greatly each day with full faith that it will guide my thoughts and actions to make me self-reliant. I think I'm pretty self-reliant, but that's probably just my ego talking to you guys. I'm going to do this because, like I said, I feel like I already have good self-confidence. I feel like I'm already pretty like competent and capable, and pretty in control of myself and all of that, but I can always expand and get better. And I'm utilizing this formula, and so I don't want to half-ass it. I don't want to like not do it to its utmost like the epitome of this philosophy. I want to implement it. That way I can say that I have. I mean, I didn't, use shortcuts. I didn't cheat. I didn't, do all of this stuff. And that's just a good habit to be in general. And 2, this business will be built based on the laws of success, or the philosophy of success as created by Napoleon Hill, which has been like massively, um, raved for being the best success manual of all time. And so I'm not going to pretend like I know better. It would be to my own folly if I'm wrong. And this only has the ability to benefit me. This is not going to hurt me in any way. So wisdom tells me to go forward with it. So I'm going to do that. Only other things that I have written here, give before you intend to get, which means start working right now and giving what it is that you intend to give the world, the civilization, society, however you want to look at it. Start doing it today. Don't worry about money right away. Just start doing it. Start providing that service. Start providing that value. That's like me making these videos. I'm getting absolutely nothing right now. I mean, like I say, right now I have, I think, 3 YouTube subscribers, and they're not really active. I don't think. I don't know if they're watching them or not. To be honest with you, I don't even check like the views or anything like that. I know that it's not anything really big. I'm not getting like really any feedback. I'm not like, you know what I mean? Like I'm obviously not getting money for the videos, but I'm not even getting like that, like that rush that people build like their social media things all huge, and then they feed off of the attention. It's like, I'm not doing this for the attention. All right. I'm doing this because I'm building a business, and this is part of my business. And these videos are going to create so much value in the future. This is going to be part of a big, this is documenting my day-to-day, triumphs, challenges, thoughts. And this is a real business that is being built right now. And I mean, I think that it's going to be very valuable to the right person or people in the future who want to create a business as well, and want to see a real life example, that they might be able to actually learn some lessons that I'm having to learn the hard way, and they might be able to they might be able to utilize these lessons so that they don't make the same mistakes, and all of that, and so they can actually increase the the rapidity of their achievement of their goals and desires. So start doing what it is that you want to do. It's going to start feeding that vibration out there into the universe, and it's going to attract to you what it is that you desire. So this was really interesting. Ingredients. So a big principle that Napoleon Hill talks about, and that I definitely agree with, is that there's no something for nothing. People who try to take something from nothing will never grow truly rich because of it. That includes, we'll just say welfare. If you get welfare, you're going to be stuck in that poverty state for a long time, and you're never going to really benefit a lot from it. Just because energetically it's not, you're not contributing to society to gain this value that you're obtaining. And so since there's no something for nothing, like, you're never going to attain riches without providing something valuable in return. To expect your thoughts, beliefs, faith, to create something, which is what a lot of this chapter was about. Like I say, that's kind of like the law of attraction thing, is you realize that your thoughts are things. Your beliefs are things. They might not be visible, but they exist just as real as you know, um, electromagnetic waves exist or radio waves exist, although we can't see them. There was a time when those things could not be measured either. And so Napoleon argues that just because we can't measure them today doesn't mean that we won't be able to measure them in the future. And to pretend like they don't exist just because we can't measure them with today's technology would be a folly. And I happen to agree with that. So, the ingredients that you can use are faith, desire, um, imagination, persistence. They're real things, and they can create something for you because they are something. Cause and effect. They are a thing that can cause an effect. So anyway, that was chapter 2. Um, and that's what I learned, and action steps that I took today were obviously going through all those pages of Amazon, and I'm feeling great about that. Um, um, I'm really excited about this process. I'm still just as pumped. And they say that 21 days starts a habit. So this is day 22, and so I'm still feeling great about it. And yeah, so I'll check in tomorrow. And tonight I'm going to go ahead and write this down. Either I'll do this tonight or in the morning. But definitely before bed, I will read my statement um, aloud, and I'll put faith, and I'll imagine it all already done. And I said, thanks for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Go to youtube.com and search Jeremiah Ray Cook. Or go to my website and subscribe to the mailing list down there at the bottom. And yeah, let me know what you think. If you have any thoughts, anything, feel free to leave me a comment, or even send me an email, jeremiahraycook@gmail.com. And I'd just love to hear any feedback that you have. Anything that I can do better. I'm going to, I didn't think I mentioned this yesterday, maybe a couple of times. I'm going to be really, I want to create an intro for this show, and I want to start recording my day-to-day activities in life, that I kind of do outside of my office here. Because I just think that the entertainment value would be better, and if it's like really entertaining, I think that people are going to be able to stay more focused, more engaged, and thus gain more value, other than getting like glazed-eyed or something. And so I don't want that anyway. I don't want to bore you. So I always say have a good evening, because it's 12:44 a.m. right now, and I'm just now finishing up my day. But have a good whatever time it is whenever you watch this video. I appreciate your energy. I appreciate just you taking the time to improve yourself, because you improving yourself improves the world for everyone. And that is a very amiable quality to have. You are a creator, and you're creating a better world for all of us. And for that, I thank you on behalf of the world. Thanks.